Hello. Yes, good morning everybody. I hope you can hear my voice and also see my screen clearly. Today is 8th of April. So I'd like us to start our analysis with the chart on my screen. This is card JPY. Let me minimize it. So on this chart, basically the price is consolidating. From what you can see, we have a very good zone. We have a trend line from the top, and then we have another one from the bottom. So basically, if you're on this chart when the price was while the price is still within this area, you're supposed to expect this was a place we are looking for a sell from. We are looking for a sell from, and we expect that if the price can come back up and touch this place, then this too will give us a good place to look for a sell from. So basically, we're just looking forward to see whatever happens. If the price gets to this trend line, we'll be looking for a sell. We have another level here that is a very good support, and then we have another one. This is a good resistance, and then we have another level here. So that's like an expanding range formation. Then we have another one, and then we have another one. So those are this is some of the places which looks really good on this. So these are the places where if the price can come back up to, then we are going to be looking for a trade. So we just want to see what happens. We are waiting to see what happens. Should the price ascend towards this trend line, that will be a good place to look for a sell from. If the price should break above that trend line, then that will mean we are now continuing to the as to continue to push price up, at least up to this point here. So a bounce from this level is a sell. A break above it will mean you're continuing up, at least up to this resistance level here. So there's another shape which was there in the past. It doesn't look very good, but still is a shape, so we won't be disregarding it. We have that one there. We have this one. That is my opinion on card JPY. The next chart is the GBPUSD. So with the GBPUSD so far, we are expecting sellers to continue to push price to the lower side. If you remember what I mentioned yesterday, we have a very good support here. This is a very good support for some times now. We've used it as a support. We had a support, and then we have here, we have a support here, we had a support. There is a break below. We had a resistance, and a resistance somewhere here. So if the price can continue down and touch this support which we have here, then this will be the best place to look for us a buy from. The best place is actually around 1.3052. In case the price breaks below it, then that will mean we are now continuing in that direction. And in case the price bounces off from this level here, this will be a good place to look for a buy from. We expect buyers to push price up back to this resistance level here. In case the price goes above this point, the next level is the one we have at the top. So other than these levels, the ones which I've just drawn now, the other levels which are interesting, another one there, and then we have another one there, and then we have another one there. Then there is also some other levels somewhere here. So one thing you should understand by now is that, as I mentioned yesterday, the you don't have to pick a shape. You don't have to get a clear shape. Sometimes the price may just be consolidating within an area. You can still draw your lines around that area itself. So it doesn't have to be a clear cut shape. If the price gives you a good signal, maybe a shape, then you can draw your lines around it, or consolidation, you can still draw your lines around it. Like we are seeing here, we expect a buy from this point and we expect a sell from the top. We have another line there, and then we have another at that point there. So these are some of the few places where we do expect price to react from, and these are some of the few places where the price reacted from in the past. So look at how nicely this chart was in the past. This is the reason why I actually do recommend you look for shapes while they are happening. If you can get it correct, then you should be able to get very, very good trades. The next chart is EURUSD. So with the USD so far, we do have some horizontal levels and also some shapes. We're going to look at them. So the first level I see is this resistance. This was a good place to sell from yesterday. We took a sell. If you remember, yesterday we had a sell here, we had a sell there. This is another resistance. And you're on this chart as we're speaking right now. You should actually be looking for sell positions. You should be looking for sell orders as we are speaking now, because the price is below this trend line. The trend line we have, the price is below it. And while the price is below this trend line, we do expect sellers to continue to push price down. We do expect sellers to continue to push price down as long as the price is below this trend line here. So while we see price being held below this trend line, look for sell positions. On the other side, if the price breaks above this point, we want to see a pullback before it can continue up, at least up to this trend line here. So that's my opinion on this chart. We are sellers. There is nothing much to be added other than the fact that you're supposed to look for a sell position when the price gets to this point here. So this is a sell. The next chart is the US dollar Japanese yen. So with this chart, basically we are within some consolidation. The first level horizontally is this one there, and then we have a shape. So look at this. If you remember what I mentioned yesterday on this chart, you can remember that I actually had a very good trend line here. So see how the price used it. We had a resistance here, we had a resistance there, we had a resistance there, and then we had a resistance there, and then we had a resistance there. Then we have a support here as a buy, and then we have another support here as a buy. So this here could have been the correct place to look for a buy from. If you bought it here, well and good. If you are waiting to buy it here, still well and good. We do expect price to at least break beyond this level. This is 124.16. So we expect buyers to push price up, break beyond this level, then continue to the upper side. So if you took a buy here, hold on to that buy, expecting the buy to continue to push price upwards, at least up to this level here. So then the shape, first of all, there's a resistance here, and then we have a support there. Then we have a shape like that. We have another one like that. So technically this we should expect price to go up to this point. If it breaks above this level, we do expect it to continue to the upper side, and in case it does not break above this level that it bounces off, then this may give us a good place to sell it from, back to this level here. If it breaks below this point, then we do expect sellers to continue to push price down, at least up to this level here. So the next chart which we'll be looking at is gold. On gold, so far we are also seeing some consolidation. We have a very good level there. We have a very good resistance level. So we treat this as a breakout. We treat this candle here as a breakout, then a retracement. We have a resistance. If the price can come back and touch these two lines, then this will give us the best place to look for a sell from. So we do have a shape there. We do have a shape there. We have another one. The reason I'm doing these shapes is not because they are useful as we are doing this analysis, but because in the past, if you are there while they were happening, you should actually have focused on them. So by doing them like this, at least you get to understand how to know them, how to identify them, so that you're able to use them properly. So expect buyers to push price up, at least up to this point. If the price bounces off from that point, we are expecting sellers to push price down back to this trend line here. And if the price breaks above this trend line, then expect buyers to push price upwards, at least up to this level here. So that should be it for today. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them for me on the chat option so that I'm able to respond to them. That should be on the right hand side of your screen as you are watching this now. So thank you very much. See you again on Monday at the same time. Thank you and see you.